Good evening, everyone. It is Monday, March the 28th. The time is 6 p.m. and I will call to order this special meeting of the Town Council. First of all, I'd like to welcome all councillors, with the exception of Councillor Glant, who is not able to be with us for the council meeting here tonight. Also, I'd like to welcome CAO Jeff Baker, Deputy Administrator Wendy McKinnon, Municipal Clerk Kim Caisley, and I don't believe there's anybody from the press out there, is there, Bonnie? No. All right, welcome everyone. First, before we start, I'd like to acknowledge that the land upon which we gather is the unceded Mi'kmaq territory and is covered by the historic treaties of peace and friendship. We pay our respects to the indigenous Mi'kmaq people who have occupied this land for over 12,000 years, past, present, and future. Council, the agenda is before you. I've got one little change I want to make. Want to deal with item 4.2 and 4.3 before we deal with 4.1. So I'd like to have it approved that we move item 4.1 to 4.3, item 4.2 to 4.1, and item 4.3 to 4.2. So moved by Deputy Mayor Pickering and seconded by Councillor Toombs. All those in favor? Motion carried unanimously. Thank you, Council. Any conflicts of interest on the items that we're bringing before Council tonight? Okay, hearing none, we'll go right into new business, and the first one is item the request for decision number 13, which is the 2022 loan consolidation. That information is before you. Are there any questions on the information that was presented in the request for decision? Any clarification needed? No questions? All right, Council, then who would like to read into the record the resolution? Deputy Mayor Pickering.
Whereas Section 164 of the Municipal Government Act, RSPEI.
Oh, turn your mic on, right.
Want me to start over? Okay. Whereas Section 164 of the Municipal Government Act, RSPEI 1988, Cap M-12.1, authorizes a town council to borrow money for capital purposes, and whereas the town council intends to consolidate credit number 7, credit number 8, credit number 9 into a single loan, and whereas the amount to be borrowed will not cause the town to exceed its legislated debt capacity, be it resolved that town council approve the consolidation of the following Scotiabank Town of Kensington loans to be negotiated interest rate with the amortization period of 10 years, current loans identified as follow. 7, I just went to the 7, miscellaneous capital, $512,656. 8, rescue fire truck, $227,513. And 9 is
miscellaneous.
Oh, miscellaneous. That was a tongue twister for me. $125,920.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Pickering. Do we have a second for that resolution? Seconded by Councillor Spencer. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion carried unanimously. Thank you, Council. Next, we'll deal with request for decision number 14, which is the borrowing resolution for the new 2020 Ford Police Interceptor. Any discussion on the information that is before you, Council? You'll notice that our police chief is recommending and the deputy police chief is supporting that both vehicles will be marked, and that'll make them safer. Okay, if there's no questions, then we'll move right into the resolution. Who wants to read into the record the resolution? Councillor Mann, you haven't had one yet?
Thank you, Worship. Nice long one here.
Got your mic on?
Push the button. It's branded down here, but it's not branded up there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
We'll assume it's working. I think it is working because we can hear you through it.
Okay. Whereas Section 164 of the Municipal Government Act,
Make a note of that.
1988, Cap
Make a note of that.
M-12.1,
That is, it's
authorizes
not
the
working
town
up there.
council to borrow money for the completion of a capital project. And whereas town council has purchased a 2020 Ford Police Interceptor at a price of $58,500. And whereas town council intends to install emergency equipment Be it resolved that the town of Kensington be empowered to borrow $72,000 from Scotiabank under the following terms. 1. Repayable in full by town council over amortization of 5 years. 2. At a negotiated interest rate with interest payable monthly. And 3. Advances repayable on demand.
Thank you, Councillor Mann. Do we have a seconder for that resolution? Seconded by Councillor Toombs. Any further discussion? Yes, Councillor Toombs.
Just on the,
Is your microphone on?
when do we expect delivery?
It should be in the vehicle, may arrive this week. I think if we're still anticipating it to arrive this week, and then it's got to get the equipment installed. So it should be in operation within by the middle of April, hopefully at the latest. Any other questions? Councillor Spencer? Is your light not on either? Make a note of that one.
Just curious on the color scheme of this vehicle, the black base or?
It'll be black. It's a black vehicle, and it's going to be deckled similar to the one that we currently have.
Same
Yes,
fleet.
correct.
Thank you.
Any other questions, Council? Hearing none, all those in favor? Motion carried unanimously. Thank you, Council. And I should mention to all those who are watching from home that I meant to mention it when we started. This is the first time we've had our system going to be live, so hopefully you can hear us, and hopefully you'll get a better understanding of what we do in municipal politics. So welcome. All right, Council, let's move on into we'll go back into the request for decision number 12, number 12, which is the Kensington Financial Plan. That information is before you. Everything is there. One thing that I wanted to mention is that since the last council meeting, we have allowed for an increase in borrowing interest rates for the year. We anticipate they may go up a little bit, so we have allowed for a bit of an increase. We have allowed as well for $2,500 on donations, which Councillor Gallant has advised us that they'll probably be looking for the 55-plus games for the summer games that we are hosting this fall. Also, we've adjusted the long-term debt interest payments and reflective of the consolidation resolution that you've just approved, and it also includes the borrowing resolution for a police vehicle and also the additional capital for paving of the parking lots. We've allowed a sum of money for that. So that's what the new financial plan reflects, all those changes. Other than that, it's the same as what you've seen in the past. Any questions, Council? Hearing none, who wants to volunteer to read into the record the resolution? Councillor Toombs.
Whereas Section 1501 of the Municipal Government Act, RSPEI 1988, Cap M-12.1 requires a council to, on or before March 31st in each year, to adopt by resolution a financial plan for the upcoming fiscal year. Be it resolved that the Town Council approve the Town of Kensington 2022-23 financial plan with operational revenue estimated projected at $3,647,618 and operational expenditure estimates projected at $3,627,943. Be it further resolved that Town Council approve the 2022-23 capital expenditure plan and the 2022-2027 five-year capital expenditure plan as presented.
Thank you, Councillor Toombs. Do we have a seconder for that resolution? So seconded by Councillor McCrae. Any discussion, Council? Hearing none, all those in favor? Motion carried unanimously. Thank you, Council. That concludes every bit of item that we had set aside for the special meeting of Council tonight. We now have a financial plan in place for the upcoming 2022-2023 fiscal year, and I would entertain a motion to adjourn. So moved by Deputy Mayor Pickering, seconded by Councillor Spencer. All those in favor? Motion carried unanimously. And to those at home, thank you for listening, and we will see you next month.